What is going on, guys? PAX12 here with some Pokemon TCG live action. Today we're going to be going over the deck profile and some gameplay of the new deck from Distant Rivals of Cynthia's Garchomp. So what this deck does is fairly straightforward. So what this Garchomp can do, just a couple energies for 260 and one for 100 and drawing until you have 6. Pretty darn solid. While you may think 260 is not a great number, and 100 is not a great number, well, that's where these Rose Raids come in. Their attacks by the Cynthia's Pokemon do 30 more damage to the opponent's active Pokemon, so setting up a couple of those, and now you're doing 320 or 160. Plus it is good to note that we can one-shot Pheasantipity with this attack with one Rose Raid in play, so pretty good. This is a little bit of an unconventional list compared to some that I have seen out there, but the other big one here is the Cynthia's Gabite being able to search your deck for a Cynthia's Pokemon once during your turn, and then also having these Spiritombs to do more damage the more damage is on your bench. We're only playing one Rare Candy, a couple Earthen Vessel, a few Buddy Poffin. Prime Catcher is the ace spec of choice, just an extra gusting option. Then we're playing 2 Boss Orders, 4 Arven, 4 Iono, a couple TM Evo Rescue Board, Cynthia's Power Weight, which gives 70 more health to your Cynthia's Pokemon when it's attached, and then a couple of those Team Rocket's Watchtower as well. But with that, let's just go ahead and hop into a battle, and we'll see what we can do. And for the most part, this deck has some pretty solid matchups. There is a few new grass decks in the format, however, that it does struggle a little bit against, just because of that weakness. But let's see what we can get here. We prefer to go second with this deck if we can, so we can TM Evo on turn 1 if we can. We do only play 8 energy though, so it is sometimes a bit tricky. Okay, we will get to go second. So that is good, that is what we would like to do. Okay, not a terrible start, but we don't have Buddy Poffin, and we do not have... Okay, looks like we're playing Raging Bolt. Yeah, this could be interesting, because he already has the Fan Rotom. If we could top deck... it's already kind of too late, because he still gets the Fan Call, but if we could get the Team Rocket's Watchtower, we could at least turn off the Noctowl. He's going to transform to start into the 2-Mask Ogre Pond to get that Terra EX in play. Yep. Okay, so no surprise there. And the 2-Mask Ogre Pond is going to be hitting us for weakness as well. Okay, so no Stadium card for him. Okay, Iono's decent, because that can at least get us... we could go for... Honestly, we're just going to grab one here. And we'll attach it to the Roselia, and then let's go ahead and play Iono. That does shuffle his Noctowls back into his deck as well. Plus, it did bind us TM Evo and the Watchtower. So we won't get KO'd by his Fan Rotom. We did give his Fan Rotom the ability to attack by playing the Watchtower, but he cannot use Noctowl. Plus, we have another possible Iono on this next turn. Could also play Arven. But Champion's Call will guarantee us at least a Garchomp next turn. And then Arven could find us... We could go the beefy route and try to do damage that way. But it looks like he is going to be taking the KO with the Fan Rotom. So, yeah, ideally here we're going to be getting ourselves Earthen Vessel with Arven, unless we top deck an energy here. Ooh, that's a good top. That was good. We needed that. Okay, so then we'll have to Champion's Call for the Garchomp. Playing a little bit unconventional here, but hopefully this will work. So then this will get us our other Earthen Vessel. Could even grab Night Stretcher. Then we'll just go for the Power Weight. Hate to throw out the Iono, but we kind of need to keep this Gabite. And him still not having access to Noctowl is going to be very, very helpful for us. So yeah, won't be doing a whole lot of damage, but we can at least take that knockout. Okay, we do have another Garchomp next turn if we so wish with that Rare Candy. And another Watchtower if he does manage to bump that. So actually, right now we're looking pretty decent. We can KO Ogre Pond. I don't think he can KO us. He could... I'm betting he's probably going to go for the Thunderburst Storm. This turn is my guess. Either that or he's going to try to get a big bolt down. But like him only having and no Noctowls. Oh crap. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. I still think he's going to be damage short to knock us out with the Ogerpon, though. Which, if he is, that's awesome. However, he's going to have... Ah, dang! He's going to have enough energy to just attack with Raging Bolt if he can attach for turn. Well, I was hoping to not have to use the Rare Candy next turn, but looks like we're not going to have much of a choice. But we're not even going to be able to one-shot the Raging Bolt either. So he's got 6 energy in play. So there has been some debate about this deck of whether or not to play Neo Upper Energy as the ace spec, which I could definitely see that card getting played. Okay, well, Iono is going to have to be our supporter for turn. We're just going to have to kind of play this out and just see what happens, because it's not looking too pretty for us. Okay, and hopefully he doesn't have another counter stadium next turn. But this is about as good as we can do, unfortunately. Okay, Power Glass is decent, but if he finds a Sada, he's just gonna wipe our board. He's just gonna wipe our Garchomp out again. There's Sada. So he already had it. Oh, mistake! Try again, dude. What did he do? He switched around the. He switched the energies. He put their energies in the wrong spot. Is he gonna attack with Baby Bolt? Can't even KO anything on our bench. He's gonna bring up the Spiritomb. So what, are you just gonna swing into Garchomp then? Because I'm 10 damage short of knocking out Raging Bolt, or the big Raging Bolt right now, but that is gonna have to be our play. Okay, let's go ahead and set up another Gibble. Kind of want to play Iono again here, but Arvin is going to have to be the supporter for Prime Catcher plus the Power Weight. Maybe I should have gone for the Rescue Board. So we can Prime Catcher up the Raging Bolts. But instead of doing the Power Weight on the active, I think we're going to go Power Weight, Power Glass. Yeah, we're gonna do that. So we can't one shot with that, but at least this, what the Power Glass will do is it'll put the energy back into our, back onto ourselves. I mean, if he does find another big Raging Bolt on this next turn, he can still KO our Garchomp. But being able to take it down to 2 prizes, or to 3 prizes to 3 prizes feels pretty good. Ah, there's Crispin. So there's another energy there. I would imagine he's probably going to go after our Spiritomb here. And there we go. Okay, we got him to concession. Just could not hold on. Alright. I will take that for sure. Yeah, I was going to be pretty close either way. Him not having that extra Raging Bolt probably didn't help. And like just being able to take that thing out. And him just not having the extra energy on board either. Alright, 25. Let's go. Nice. Alrighty. Okay, next battle. Hop in. Alright, we gotta play against Buddy's mom. Alright. Alrighty. Tails never fails. Except for this time. Alright. Come on, let us go second and give us a good hand here. Alright, we will get to go second. Alright, let's go ahead and start with the Roselia. Probably should have started with the Gibble. Alright, we gotta play against a Team Rocket's deck. So this one should be interesting. Imagine they're probably playing the Mewtwo Spite Ops. So that Cynthia's Power Weight is gonna come in a lot of handiness. Oh, well, we got 3 Gabites in our opening hand. Well, now we need to like top deck Iono. And then get Buddy Poff and TM Evo. He's playing the heavy Spite Ops build too, so this is gonna be rough. This one might be a rough match for us, especially considering our opening hand. Okay, he's already got the 1 energy. Oof. Well, there's just not much we can do. I suppose we attach and just pass the turn, I guess. This one might just be a miserable... And I'll probably get them there. Yep, they're Ariana, so then I'll be able to draw more cards. And there's the Ultra Ball for the Spite Ops. Probably discarding an energy card. Nope, nope, okay. So there's the Spite Ops. So now they'll play that. They'll play their supporter card to draw 5. I've played against this deck enough times that I kind of know how it works. And unfortunately, I just kind of bricked with this hand. Just didn't work out too well for us. Secret Box. I was going to discard a couple energies at least. Probably find maybe TM Evo or Brave... For sure. Okay. I'm guessing either TM Evo or Bravery Charm. They'll get their Team Rocket's Factory. Probably the Giovanni. Oh, another Ariana. Okay, they got the Bravery Charm. So I'll draw them a couple more cards. And there's their Energy Search option. They're just burning through their deck. Even if we top deck Garchomp, I mean, if we top deck Garchomp, we're not 100% screwed, but we'd also have to get the power weight to protect ourselves against this other Spite Ops. So it's not looking too good right now. Okay. That's gonna have to be the play. Just go ahead and get a Gibble, I suppose, and then just hope he doesn't have... That's about as much as we can really hope for. Dang, we did not draw into a good hand. Yep, there's the Giovanni. Oh, God, we just... Okay, well, he is taking out the Gibble instead of the Gabite, so we are still getting a Garchomp next turn. Problem is he's doing 300 damage already. Well, we don't really have a choice. We have to get Garchomp here, and then we just have to hope he doesn't get one more bench Pokemon. Or we could just Turo up and just lose the game. Yeah, we can't even do enough damage. Now, see, this would have been a good top deck. Yeah, if he finds one more bench Pokemon, we just lose. And yeah, there it is. Alright. Yep, nothing much we could have done with that hand. That was just a very rough hand to play, but unfortunately, that's how it goes sometimes. Yeah, that is the slight downside of playing this deck. It has a lot of Pokemon in it, and sometimes you can just get all the Pokemon and none of your support. But we'll have to see. It's still a very, very good deck. And sometimes even when you have all the Pokemon, like you can just start, as long as you can start Champions calling multiple times every turn, you eventually thin your deck out of the Pokemon, and then you start drawing into your supporters and stuff more often. Wonder if these guys are playing Garchomp too? Okay, well, we're going first, so there's a good chance. Alrighty. Okay, this is a much better hand if we were going second. But we're not going second. We're going first. It's Chi-Yu, so we're probably playing against Charizard, I would imagine. Arvin Rare Candy next turn? Rescue board? I mean, typically I like to get the Gabites out, but... I would imagine he's going to try to retreat this Chi-Yu this turn. So this is a Charizard Pidgeot deck. Oh darn, he is going to get the Cleffa off. Can we top deck Rare Candy or Prime Catcher? Turo. Not super helpful. Could also get Buddy Poffin. It's not really worth knocking out this Cleffa. Especially if he has Rare Candy Zard. Well, if he has Rare Candy Zard next turn, it sort of feels okay. We're going to play this a little bit unconventional. Okay, so we'll go ahead and retreat. Cynthia's Power Weight. And Corkscrew Dive. So we'll just knock that guy out. Draw some more cards. Come on, we could really use a Gabite off of this. There we go. Okay, I imagine he has Rare Candy Zard here, but that still wouldn't be enough damage to knock us out. 400 damage is a lot to hit for Charizard. Right now he's doing 210. We need to find an energy card. Okay, let's see an energy here. Another Gabite, okay. We could play Turo and just pick up our Garchomp. We could also boss KO on his Charmander. Draw more cards. We don't have an energy card, so we really can't do... We might just have to let him KO our Zard here. Or our Garchomp. So what we're gonna get, we're gonna grab a Roselia. And we're just gonna get rid of this other Charmander. Might save that for now. This will increase his damage a little bit, but... Okay, there's Earthen Vessel. We got another energy card, so... kind of chilling there. He still can't one-shot a full HP Garchomp, which we will have next turn, guaranteed. Except for now we might not have the energy. Okay, we got Earthen Vessel. We're chilling for now. We also got the Watchtower, so that'll turn off the Pidgeot. Okay. So he does even the odds out a bit. Okay, we did find our own Iono as well. Which I think we may be using this turn. So go ahead and Champion's Call for another Gabite here. We can use that to go ahead and grab ourselves a Rose Raid so that we can bump our damage a little bit. And then Super Rod would be really nice to find off of this Iono. Arvin. Okay. I'm gonna save that. Okay, we do have two Garchomps in the discard pile. Oh shoot, we were supposed to Champion's Call for a Garchomp. Oops. Yeah, we're... Dang, that sucks. I can't believe I did that. That was just bad play. Bad. Oh. Okay, well... If this secret box grabs another Jacques, grabs an Iono. But now he has Rare Candy Pidgeot. If he would manage to get double Dusclops this turn, he could... Or even Rare Candy Dusknoir and knock out Rose Raid. I guess I don't think he would want to double Dusclops. Because then I could just take one... I could just knock out his Zard and the game would be over. Okay, we are in trouble. Because I misplayed. Just go ahead and thin the deck out. We do have Champion's Call for Garchomp. We have Arvin for Vessel. Okay. We will have enough to knock out his Zard next turn. We just have to hope that he does not find the pieces for Rare Candy Dusknoir, because if he finds Rare Candy Dusknoir, we're basically screwed. Because we've already burned our Rare Candy. Oh, there's the Dusknoir going back in the deck. I think he has it. I think he's got what he needs. He does not. He does not. That's huge. 240. We could even Prime Catcher go after his Pidgeot. Or Boss's Orders. We're only doing 240 damage right now. But we could bump it up. No! That would do it. That would work. That would work. Okay, so we get our Rose Raid with this. Then we can go Energy for turn on Spiritomb. Oh, I just hope this works. Because this will remove his searching cards out. And we can KO Zard. We have Boss in hand. Really, his only chance would be to pop Dusknoir on Garchomp plus KO on the active. Is the only way that he can win this turn. Oh, that sucks. We were hoping to see Super Rod. Because all of our Garchomps are going to be the... I'll take it. We'll take it. We will take it. Alright, well this video's getting on the long side, so I'm going to have to call that for this one. But pretty good run-through for the most part. We did have a couple of misplays in there, but I am always open for feedback. And even card suggestions to potentially put into this deck. One card, I've been debating about playing Shaman. I've also been debating about playing an extra Night Stretcher to recycle those Garchomps a little bit easier, but I feel like a Super Rad Night Stretcher kind of does the job. And maybe cutting it one of the rescue boards for something as well. List is pretty much still in progress, but definitely open for suggestions, but we will call that for this one. We will catch you guys in the next video.